And hello.
Hello.
Hello. We watched the film Silent Hill, based on the video game Silent Hill.
The film is about a mother called Rose and a dad that I don't actually know what his name is in the film.
It's Sean Bean, so Mr. Bean.
And
no, not Mr. Bean.
And the daughter Sharon. And the daughter Sharon goes on like night terrors, but she like sleepwalks during it as well. And it's like really horrifying because she gets out of the actual house and stuff, and her mum and her dad find out that she's talking about Silent Hill all the time in her like night terrors, and so the mum decides that she wants to find out more about this and sees if it's got some sort of connection to her life of some sort of thing, but her dad is against it.
See.
Yes.
Okay. For those of you who have played the game, me, you can probably tell that the roles have been swapped from the game, because in the game you play as the dad, who has a really bad voice actor and who isn't Sean Bean.
Did you need to say that part?
Yes.
Oh right, okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes, I did. The father is played by Sean Bean, aka Boromir, aka Ned Stark, who seems to die in everything apart from this.
Why did you?
I'm not reading from a script.
Wow.
Would you like to read the next bit? I mean, say the next bit.
No, I think you should, because it's about game references as well.
Okay.
But it's about music.
Jen likes music.
I like music.
I like music. Music from... I missed a word. I see why you did that, but on the paper.
Don't touch me like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Come on!
Okay. Music is from Game and the Cam Pans.
Oh my god, Joe, don't read it out! That's all like shortened and stuff. What is the music from?
The game?
Yes. And what are the panning like on the camera angles?
The camera angles are like those that are in the game?
Yes. So, the director was a big fan of the game because he kept in all those minor details that made the experience amazing. That's all you had to say. That's all you had to do. You had one job. Okay.
Oh.
So...
I'm just going to go kill myself now.
Okay, you do that. Don't do that. What do you... I will help you if you do not stop doing that. Okay, now wait. What do you think about the costume designs?
They're fucking horrifying.
They are, actually. I thought it was all like CGI, but it's not. You said they were just like costumes.
They're actual costumes. It's all prosthetics.
Yes. Very realistic.
Yeah.
Very gory. Very authentic. That's a joke because it's written there. And yes.
Authentic, realistic, gory.
So, the sets. What do you feel about the set?
I need to think of a way of wording this.
That's domestic abuse.
I'm sorry. The sets are a mixture, this is actually written down, of horrifying and less horrifying. I'm bad at this.
Okay, so I feel like the sets are very airy with the like dust. You said that the what's it called?
Ash.
The ash is like, it's not just edited in, it's like proper ash falling. You know, like when
It
you
might
have
not
fake
necessarily
rainfall.
be ash.
No,
particularly, 'cause
of
that'd be
course, yeah,
dangerous.
yeah. But it's like actually falling. I don't know why, but that made me happy. I don't really know. But it must have been really difficult to film in because that getting in your eye and everything, even if it's not like proper ash.
The only thing that wasn't there the whole time was the fog.
Oh, okay.
Because that would be very hard to do 24/7.
Yeah.
So some it was there sometimes. Most of the time it was edited in, and if it was there, they would edit in even more fog.
It still looked really good.
It did, yeah.
Really
For 2005 as well.
Yeah. Oh, Sunshine.
Sunshine.
2005. Oh yeah, we had this discussion. I thought it feels more recent. Like it doesn't look.
But you don't want to watch the recent one. I tried watching that.
Okay.
If you want to see horror film with wubs and heavy metal, and no horror, you watch the new Silent Hill.
What do you think about the relationships and the character building between Rose and Sharon first?
Rose and Sharon. The relationship between Rose and Sharon is definitely strong, I guess.
Yeah.
Although Rose does make some fucking stupid choices that really piss me off. I'm not going to go into that at the moment. Maybe soon. But
I think you can see a strong sense of love and devotion from the mother side, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she should have realised that not Sharon was not Sharon straight away.
Yeah.
Different hair colour, different dress, everything. Yeah. I mean, Sharon didn't even wear a dress.
Exactly.
That's only just clocked in my mind. Sharon doesn't wear a dress.
And to be honest, if you was in Silent Hill and you see some kid running away, even though you've lost your kid, I would not run after. Like, I'll be, fuck you, bitch, you're gone now. Run away. I wouldn't go chasing this child.
Your daughter would realise it was you.
Yeah. Why would she be running off? Why would you decide to follow some creepy kid?
Unless she thought you was a nurse, but I doubt that.
No.
Because, like, the nurse is like, just without the mouth.
Oh gosh.
For whatever reason, they only seem to move in the light. Kind of. And
when there's a lot of movement and they're all like...
but they are completely blind. They seem to be anyway.
I think they are attracted by movement as well, because every other sense is heightened, isn't it, when you've got something missing.
Yeah. Maybe just light and sound in general.
Because when they were, like, when she was shuffling through them, and just touch as well, like, they shuffled and it was kind of creepy.
Yeah. I know less about the nurses than I should.
Rose and the policewoman.
I feel like the policewoman was only there because she was in the game.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
the only
really
purpose.
see her role. I mean, it was nice for Rose to have like some company, with her when she was going through everything. And the policewoman showed up. I don't know her name. She showed up at the most perfect times.
She even got a name.
I don't know, but yeah, she showed up at the most perfect times, which is a bit
Gandalf-like.
Yeah, but other than like company and a little bit of help, I don't think she was really needed just because she was like in the game, I suppose. So
the thing is, once the policewoman, all the policewoman did to help Rose was undo her handcuffs. When you think about it, she gave Rose a gun. Did she use that gun? Think about it. She didn't use the gun, did she? Used a knife.
No.
A rusty knife that she hid in her sock. At the risk of getting TB. And I don't mean total biscuit.
Oh my God. And the policewoman wasn't very good in terms of saving her own bullets. She was just firing at anything that...
Last magazine. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, look. Magazine. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, look, I'm out of ammo. What a surprise.
She was a bit, like, trigger happy, I must admit.
And bland. Her character's just bland in general.
Yeah. So, that was a bit
Yeah.
But it was, like, sad when things happened and you could see that they did become quite good friends whilst they were, like, looking for real Sharon. Yeah. And trying to get out of there in general. And
trying to avoid not Sharon, but Rose was running after not Sharon at the same time.
Yeah. The lack of the father role.
Yeah. His parts just felt like filler.
Yeah, like when he did decide to appear.
Yeah. The dad... Was his name even mentioned?
I don't know. I can't remember if he had a name or not.
It's Sean Bean. Surprise, surprise, he doesn't die. He doesn't actually go to the... There's two Silent Hills now. He doesn't go to the evil Silent Hill that Rose and Sharon are in, the one with the nurse's pyramid head and whatnot. He's in...
Regular, just...
The normal ghost town.
Ghost town, yeah.
And I sort of told you about my theory, didn't I? That...
Tell us again.
Yeah. Rose, Sharon and the policewoman might be dead. Oh, I'm trying to think of what actually hinted to this.
Wasn't it that when they got back,
they wasn't there.
And when they were showing the house, the dad was there and he kept feeling like some sort of presence, but they couldn't see each other.
And the policewoman said when she crashed, she smacked her head on the rock, which could kill very easily. Yeah. There was another thing that was in there, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
We could just put it in the description. Yeah.
And but Sean Bean, his fatherly character, he's just basically investigating. Yeah. I don't know what he starts trying to find Rose and Sharon, and then he gives up and starts investigating into Sharon's backstory. And then he disappears, and then he starts going back into Sharon's backstory again.
I feel like if they would have kept him as like the main role instead of Rose,
yeah,
I feel like it would have been stronger because he would have made more better decisions, because the stuff that he was investigating were useful. And I think that for some reason mothers in films are a bit rash and like quick decision making, like, oh, I've got to find it, because I think it's the maternal instinct.
Yeah.
But fathers,
no matter what, they will always plan.
Yeah, they will plan ahead. They think, oh shit, right, that's coming for me. What can I do? This. But Rose was just like, Sharon, you're not Sharon, but I'll follow you anywhere.
Rose is just impulse. Like, there's one scene where she has to grab something from, you remember, from the dead body in the school toilets. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When it's like all mangled up.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the father would have thought strongly about that. This thing was surrounded by barbed wire. She was like, yoink.
I wanted to talk a bit about the backstory of old Sharon.
Yeah, well, not Sharon.
You're not Sharon.
Yeah.
That was really, whoa.
Emotional.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
And I liked the way they did it as well. It's kind of like at first like a flickering kind of movie thing, wasn't it? And it was all bright light afterwards.
Yeah.
Wow, that was magical.
It was. It does also wrap everything up.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, some people will pass it off as just too much exposition. I think that's a good amount.
It was a good amount of enlightenment. Like, you know what's happening, you know why it's happening.
Yeah.
Why you're all here, sort of thing.
Yeah.
And how it links present Sharon as well. You actually know. It's not just a girl that looks alike from before. You actually find out. It's
also. I'm not going to spoil it, actually. Never mind. The ending's batshit insane, though. You know when they're in the church.
Yeah, very intense.
Insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain. The film is pretty mental anyway because it's Silent Hill. But then that just... How do you explain that? Batshit insane, there you go. Done.
Oh, one thing, lastly, that I will mention. You say there's no jump scares, but there are kind of what I would class as jump scares. But, all in all, they kind of don't do that, because I feel like that's a cheap way of trying to get a reaction out of the audience.
Yeah.
And you can do it in so much more like subtler ways, which the film did quite a lot.
But sometimes, yeah, I mean, it did really get under your skin in a subtle way. But with jump scares, if you build up to them, like this is an issue with current horror films, if you build up to a jump scare, it will work. And if you don't make it obvious there's going to be one, that's the issue.
Not like in your face. Ah!
Yeah, that's the issue with current horror films. There's no build up to them. You know it's going to happen.
And it's the same old, same old.
It's the same. Yeah. Yeah. There's one actually. It's not even Silent Hill related. The new Nightmare on Elm Street. Guess what a jump scare actually is?
What?
The screen goes black. You see Freddy Krueger's mouth, and it goes boo. That's supposed to be a jump scare, and it even does that music.
The only thing that really scares me about jump scares is the music. I think, you know, without sound, it wouldn't really be as scary.
It would look fucking stupid.
It would. But, I mean, I scare quite easily, as you found out while she was watching that.
Yeah.
But it was the music. The music, especially in Silent Hill, it creeps under you, doesn't it? It's very skin prickling.
It's the way that it's done is sort of... It's messy, but on purpose.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. It's all sort of metallic as well, and loud. That's another point actually about the sound.
Oh yeah.
Just like in the game, every sound is amplified and echoes more to sort of create the sense of aloneness, which is also depletes the point of the policewoman. But I think that's the only way I can word this. What did you think of the pace? Like, too slow, too fast, or...?
I thought it was on point. I thought it was really good, because... I mean, it needed to be kind of quick pace, like mostly at night when things were going.
Mental.
That was good, because it made me think, oh my god, panic mode.
Yeah.
Activate.
Like, there was less. There was less nighttime scenes.
Yeah.
But that's because they were more fast paced.
Yeah.
And also the fact that it only took about 15 to 20 minutes to actually get to Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Is good. Other films take like over half the film to get to the actual horror aspects. Like, again, new horror films. I could probably use Friday the 13th again. There's horror aspects, but the true horror stuff is about an hour and a half long film. The actual proper stuff doesn't start happening until about 40 to 45 minutes into the film. So 45 minutes is now bullshit. because you don't feel interest, you don't get interested in the film. But because this one paced everything, including getting to Silent Hill, right, and they skipped over the I guess the bulk of the story, like the main beginning part, very quickly, but not too quickly.
That you still got enough times to understand kind of what was going on, sort of make a mini connection with the characters.
Yes.
So it wasn't...
Apart from Rose's decisions. Most of them.
That was just stupid anyway.
What's that?
They were just stupid anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's all I've got to say. I'm very bad at reviewing films.
It's cool.
I'm better at reviewing games than I am films.
Cool. But yeah, shall we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Cool. That is our review